Hey guys, Clarkside here. Today I've got the kind of video that I really didn't want to have to make. It's going to be quite negative if I'm honest with you. And it's in reaction to the news that today Microsoft announced that there's going to be an Xbox One that comes without the Kinect bundled. Now, I feel like this is a massive betrayal to early adopters, and I'll get into that in just a moment or two, but They titled this announcement, "Delivering More Choices for Fans." Well, what about the choices for the fans that are early adopters, the people that in November spent extra money on an Xbox One with a Kinect, which we now are given this choice 6 months down the line where, oh, well, we're not given a choice. People haven't bought the Xbox One yet are given the choice of, do you want to pay, and I'm going to speak in English pounds here, but do you want to pay £349 for no Kinect, or do you want to pay £429 that we paid on day one, or the new RRP in the UK is £399, so they've dropped the price tag by £30 since launch in less than 6 months. So that's misstep number one. Secondly, they're now offering a Kinectless Xbox One. Now, like a mug, I paid full price on day one, got my Xbox One with the Kinect, and to be honest with you, I found it absolutely useless. I would not pay £80 for that piece of crap. The only thing that it could be useful for, which isn't fully implemented, is voice commands for handling the DVR. Admittedly, I do say Xbox record that every so often to capture those 30-second clips. But what I'd really like is to fully control the DVR with my voice. But guess what? When you say Xbox Snap Game DVR, or you give some of the voice commands to record like the last 5 minutes, then it takes the focus away from the game. You're not able to carry on playing the game and control the game DVR with your voice, which is just ridiculous if you ask me. If I'm trying to capture a whole game of Titanfall, then that's going to be between 10 to 15 minutes, so it's going to be at least 2 clips, maybe 3 clips. If I'm wanting to capture a Battlefield 4 Conquest match, that's going to be up to half an hour, so up to 6 clips, which is ridiculous. Every time that I want to capture another 5 minutes of my gameplay, I have to go and find a corner to camp in, and most times I'll bring the game DVR up by saying Xbox Snap Game DVR, but then I find it a lot quicker to actually just use the menus on my control pad, because the focus of the control pad is already in the menu. It's not carrying on controlling the game. So Kinect, poorly implemented. We've been shackled to it since day one, and now fans have got these choices that we didn't have on day one, and it's just a massive PR disaster for Microsoft, if you ask me. I would have rather used that £80 towards more games, or put it towards a capture card, or upgrading my computer, so I'm actually able to record full gameplays without stopping and starting with the DVR built into the Xbox One. On one hand, I'm kind of grateful of the game DVR for getting me into making videos and stuff, and it's certainly given me an appetite to invest in a new computer, a capture card, and take my content to the next level. But I would have rather have had a cheaper Xbox One without the Kinect. The only way that Microsoft can sort of really recover from this is if they announce something spectacular at E3. I hope there's someone out there that has a wider reach and more influence than myself, a more famous YouTuber, a gaming blog or website, or just someone who can put a message out to tens or hundreds of thousands of people to start a campaign to get something for the early adopters, because this is just an insult, if you ask me. like I said, this is not the kind of video that I normally like to make, because you know, there's enough negativity on YouTube, there's enough ranting videos. I want my channel to be upbeat. I want to focus on being informative and entertaining, and for people who take time out their day to watch my videos, I want them to take away something positive. You know, I don't want them to listen to me complaining about stuff and ranting about things. And you know, I hope this video is an isolated incident. I hope I don't have a reason to bitch and moan about anything at great length in future, apart from perhaps Battlefield 4, but I've been keeping that video on the back burner for a very long time. Anyway, getting back to the Xbox One and today's announcement, it's apparent right now that Microsoft are losing the console war, which is probably why they've come out with this announcement to put the Xbox One at a similar price point to the PlayStation 4. Admittedly, the Xbox One isn't released in all territories. You know, one of the biggest territories for gaming is Japan, but I can't imagine that being released in Japan is going to make up for the 2 million sales that they're behind the PlayStation 4, because Japan has never been that invested in the Xbox. They're more about the PlayStation brand, and they're more about handheld gaming. So, you know, they're already 2 million sales behind, and now they've betrayed the early adopters. You know, the people who put their faith into Microsoft on day one, or you know, in these early 6 months since the console's been out, the people that, you know, that have upgraded from the Xbox 360, or people who stretch back further than that and had the original Xbox. So, I mean, that's just about all I've got to say on the matter. Like I say, I hope someone out there shares the same sentiment, and they're able to reach a lot more people and start this campaign to get some kind of compensation for the early adopters. You know, whether it's a game or, you know, well, I should think for £80, the difference of £80 that I've paid, I would hope to get 2 games, or you know, a controller pad, or you know, Microsoft points, or you know, just credit on my Xbox Live account, just, you know, something, because you know, I think the way that Microsoft have handled this is disgraceful, and it's fair enough to have one vision. And you know, when the Xbox One was announced, there was a lot of negativity about it, and Microsoft had to backpedal on the whole DRM issue. But you know, for him to backpedal on this Kinect thing 6 months after release, it's just not acceptable. And anyway, that's all I've got to say about that. You know, if you agree with anything that I say, then please share this video out to your friends, pop a like down below, leave a comment, let me know your thoughts. You know, even if you disagree with me, leave some comments down below. And yeah, until next time I'll have something more positive to say. You know, I'll get back into the flow of things and do my usual kind of style of video of quick tips and something informative, because I don't like this negative shit. So until next time, I want to thank you all for watching. See you soon, YouTubers.